interaction session of the first test based on Unit 1. As you all know, that Activity 1 is based on language study. So the first question of language study, the whole language study carries 8 sentences, and those 8 sentences have been given 10 marks. Last 2 sentences carry 2 marks each. The rest of the sentences carry 1 mark. First question is based on alphabetical order, arranging the words in alphabetical order. I think that is the easiest question in the complete question paper, the activity sheet. So everybody should be able to get it right. Many times it is given in proper serial alphabetical order using other alphabets, using wide variety of alphabets. Sometimes it is given using the same alphabet, same letters rather, in succession. So that becomes very difficult for you. This is the correct order that is given here: inspect, install, instant, instinct. Now here you can check INS, INS, INS is common in everything. Then you will find that INST, INST, INST is common in the second, third, and the fourth word. So inspect, P comes before T. So we have taken inspect first, then install, then instant, and then instinct. Okay. The second one is add a question tag. Rahi is intelligent. Isn't she is the correct answer. Okay. Then the third one is you have to frame new word. One word is given, and out of that you have to coin new words. And the condition is that every word should be minimum 3 letters, should have minimum 3 letters. So here you see dew, cat, toe, and there can be any correct word that you can make. It is not necessary that the answer, model answer gives you these words, so you should have only these words. You can have your own words, but those letters should be there. And there is a rule that you cannot use one letter more than once when you are making a word. There is always a confusion in the mind whether I should use 2 L's, 2 E's. No. Whatever is given, whatever word is given there, you have to select one letter each only once. And then you have to frame words or coin new words. Okay. Then the next one is spot the error. This is a very important and a difficult question. The letter was written, I had given the letter was wrote by my dear DEER, dear friend, but the spelling was different. So it is DAR, friend, DAR, dear, and written, wrote becomes written because you use V3 form after was. So the letter was written by my dear friend. That is the answer. We must not give up. Here, to give up was a phrase given, and you had to make a sentence. So accept any meaningful sentence I have written there. Your sentence has to be meaningful. Please try writing very short sentences, children. Don't write long sentences. The moment you start writing long sentences, you will tend to make more mistakes and you will unnecessarily lose your mark in a question which is so easy. Make a sentence. So just see that you have a subject, a verb, and an object, and probably one complement in your sentence. Just have a very, very simple, small statement. Okay. Usually write it in a declarative form. It can be affirmative, negative, both, but write simple sentences, small sentences, and bring out the meaning. Okay. Then we must not give up, accept any meaningful sentence I have written there. Then word chain. This was the question of a word chain where no condition was given to you. You could write any word chain, but there can be conditions given to you where you will be asked make a word chain of adjective, make a word chain of verb, make a word chain of noun. So your word chain should be prepared in your mind. It should be ready in your mind. So when you have time now, you can make 3 columns: A, B, C, D, A to Z. You can make 3 columns: noun, verb, adjective, and A to Z. You can write down all the nouns, all the verbs, all the adjectives. This chart is going to give you a lot of help while solving this particular question. That is correct chain. So here the correct chain is motor, rose, ear, road. But you can write any other nouns also here if nouns are required. Okay. Then let's go to the next question. The question was suffixes and prefixes. Now let me tell you that this is a compulsory question in your paper. This kind of a question is definitely going to come. So you have to be prepared for this. So you have to prepare for adding prefixes and suffixes to questions. See how 2 marks are distributed there. When you write irregular and answerable, regular and answer, that were the words given. Irregular is the prefix and answerable is the suffix. If you write them correctly, you get 1 mark, and you can use any one word out of these words. Either you can use irregular or use regular or use answer or use answerable. Any one of those 4 words you can use, and you can make another meaningful sentence that carries 1 mark. Okay. Now, the last question in that activity 1 is add a clause. Add a clause is the sentence has to be meaningful, and you will always add a clause with a subordinator. Because is given. I am happy because. The answer is I am happy because I met my best friend after a long time. Not necessarily that you have to give the same clause. You can give any meaningful clause with because. I am happy because I have scored more marks. I am happy because I have done my best today. I'm happy because it's my birthday. So you can have so many clauses that you can write. Okay. Now let's go to the second question. The second question is based on the extract, and the extract was all about your lesson SMART goals, isn't it? So decide whether the statements are true or false. It is good if you write the statement and then write true or false. Just don't write 1, 2, 3, 4 true, false, true, false. Okay. And the spellings of true, false should also be correct. So dreams encourages us, true. Life is like a flute, false. Success is the walk in the dark, true. Our intentions are valuable, true. Okay. Second question is based on complex factual type. First question was based on simple factual type. When you say simple factual, you can expect questions like true or false. You can expect questions like match the meanings. You can match the sentences. You can expect questions like complete the web chart. All these are based on the first question. All these are based on simple factual questions. Now, second activity is usually based on complex factual. It's a complex factual activity. It is based on complex factual. Why? Because you have to find out you have to search the passage and find out the answers. They are not, you don't get it ready made. You have to find out. So these are writing the steps to walk in the dark to get success. The correct answer is all the 4 points you have to write in order to get 2 marks. If you have missed out 1 point, because 1 point carries half a mark. So if you have missed out any point, you will get marks accordingly. Finding the right footing, precisely mastering the skills, getting to the next place, all depend on how we approach and tackle the problem. Okay. So these are the 4 points that you are expected to write. Then activity 3. Activity 3 is based on vocabulary. Find from the passage antonyms of the following words. Discourage, cross. See, when you're writing antonyms, this cross mark is very important. If you even write the correct answer and put an is equal to sign, that is equal to sign means a synonym. It means similar meanings. So your question goes wrong. So here you have to be very careful that you write the words first, put the cross sign to show that you're writing antonyms, and then you write the answer. So discourage is encourage, death is life, solution problem, light dark. So this is how you have to continue with writing your antonyms. Okay. This is the vocabulary based question. In this question, you can get similar meaning questions. You can get questions based on activities based on antonyms, activities based on match the pairs, activities based on find the phrases, etc. etc. Okay. Then go to activity 4. Activity 4 is based on grammar. Do as directed. 2 sentences were given. A sentence you had to put unless. The sentence had if. If we put anything in it, we can get anything out. That was the question. And you had to put unless there. So unless has got a negative meaning. So unless we put anything in it, we can't get anything out. Okay. That is the answer. Then go to the next one. Not only but also you have to write. It should support or hold us with a crack. It should not only support but also hold us with a crack. Okay. That you have to remember. Then personal response question. Here I have written accept any reasonably correct answer. When I say any reasonably correct answer, does not mean any correct answer. Your responses may be correct, but your reasons may be wrong. So there you may lose marks. So therefore be very, very careful. Whatever response you give, your reasons should be relevant to your response. They should be connected. Otherwise you say yes and then you give something which is negative, give reasons which is not correct with does not go with your yes. So you have to be very, very particular that you use proper reasons while you are giving your answer here. Question number 3. Now here you can get score 2 out of 2 if all the points are correct. If you want your personal response to get 2 out of 2, you have to give proper reasons in proper sentence, actually what happens is sometimes I find that reasons are given like this, yes or no. So you have to give it in a proper sentence, in a proper format, and then go for the reason. Okay. So here, any reasonably correct answer will be accepted. If your answer is written in 30 to 40 words, it will be, it may get 2 marks out of 2 if there are no spelling errors, no grammatical errors in that particular answer. Okay. Then question number 3. Read the given extract and do the following activities. This is a poem-based comprehension based on a poem. Activity 1, complete the following. New beginnings are brought by each new day. We should choose the road that leads to success. This is your first poem, A Teenager's Prayer. The poet wishes to stand for what is right. The poet wishes his teenager years to bring out the best in him or her. So you have these options given in the poem, and it is very easily available. You just can see and write. Okay, you don't have to think about it. You don't have to change it into your own words. Whatever words it is given in, you have to write. Activity 2 is little difficult for you because it is based on central idea. Now, why? I feel that I can give you a hint there. Since you are preparing for appreciation, you are preparing for all the central ideas of all the poems, isn't it? Therefore, if you remember to write the central idea in the global understanding question, your questions won't go wrong. But definitely, you have to read the question first. Read what is the question first. Explain the line was the question, and explaining that line, maybe you did not require any central idea, you just have to explain the line, but you have to explain the line visualizing the objective of the poet, what the poet wants you to see. The poet requests God to give right vision and realization that she is able to see what is right and what is wrong. Take the right decision, take the right path, and bring about the best in him or her. Now, here in the model answer, only points have been given. You can modify this answer and you can even elaborate this answer in your own words to get 2 marks. You can say, the poet requests God to give God G capital, here it has come small, to give right vision and realization that he is able to see what is right and what is wrong. Full stop. She wants God to help her to take the right decision. She wants to take the right path, but she wants God to be along with her. And she also wants God to bring about the best in him or her, and therefore she prays. Okay? So you have to take it sentence wise. Every point should be written in proper sentence so that comes out to 30 to 40 words, and you get an ideal measure on how to write or how long a question answer should be written in. Okay. Then activity 3 is based on rhyme scheme. Rhyme scheme of the second stanza is ABCB. This is how you write the rhyme scheme. You need not put any punctuation mark, any comma, any dash in between. You just have to write in small letters like this, ABCD. Okay, that was the rhyme scheme. Now, the second question is based on the appreciation type. How to write an appreciation? This table form is the ideal way of how you have to write the appreciation. There are 5 marks, and see, you have 5 points here. You have 5 points over here, given here. And how do you write those, the appreciation in those points? Title, basket full of moonlight, half marks given. Poet, the poem is written by Sunil Sharma, which is originally written in Dongri language. So it is written by Sunil Sharma. You can even mention that Sunil Sharma has written it and it has been translated by somebody else, or he has translated this himself. You can give more information about the poet, but it carries only half a mark, so this is enough. So title and poet, these 2 points carry 1 mark together. Then comes the rhyme scheme. It has got no rhyme scheme, so you will write there no rhyme scheme. It is a free verse. You get 1 mark. Then figures of speech. You have to mention at least 2 figures of speech. Now, there are so many figures of speech when you are trying to find out and identify the figure of speech in the poem. But there are so many that you have to write only 2 and you have to explain 1 with example. Here I have not mentioned the explanation, but it will always be good and safe if you explain. For example, I'll give you the example. Alliteration, repetition, 2 names you have given. Then write their example. I want to sow seeds of moonlight. The letter S is repeated in proper rhythm for poetic effect, and therefore it is an example of alliteration. Okay, write the complete explanation if you want to get full 5 marks here. And then the central idea carries 2 marks. So central idea cannot be written in 1 line. It has to be some 2-3 sentences for central idea. So the poet talks about the loneliness of a child in a village. The child wants to light the road that takes his father from the village to the city. If the roads have light, his father would return home early and he will be able to listen to stories. The poem describes tough life of the villagers. 2 points, two main points you have discussed in the central idea. One is father is unable to return home early, so the child is not able to listen to stories, and that is why he wants moonlight. And the second reason is the tough life of the villagers. There is no cart, no bus plying. The villagers had to have to come walking through the dark, and there are many snakes and scorpions on the road. So this tells you about the tough life of the villagers. So this will be the central idea. In this pattern, in this tabular form, you are going to write the appreciation to get full 5 points. Okay. Now let me go to the fourth question. That is a summary based question. Summary has become a compulsory question in the activity sheet. So you should know how to write a summary. There are 5 important points that you have to remember on how to write a summary. The first very important point for summary writing is the title. Okay. See here, what is the title given? The title is a short title, not a very long title, a short title, and you will see that the title has been taken from the passage itself. The phrase organic farming, the title organic farming has been taken from the passage itself. You may have other titles also, but usually whatever is the central subject, whatever is the hero of the passage, whom we are talking about, that should be the title. You should have an apt title to your summary, isn't it? The title should not be just any two, chemical farming or organic farming. Organic farming we've taken because it starts, the beginning of the passages with organic farming. Okay. If you say chemical farming, then you're losing on organic farming. If you say organic farming, everything comes under that. Okay. So organic farming is the form of agriculture that depends upon the ecological processes, biodiversity and cycles adapted to the local questions. It is better than chemical farming. Many farmers have seen the effect of chemical farming. Soil erosion, there's a comma missing there. Soil erosion and loss of soil nutrients, loss of nutrition in food, and human diseases resulting into the chemicals. From the chemicals. In organic farming, the soil is healthy and there is no need to depend on artificial chemicals, but sometimes it is hard for the farmers as they find hard to invest. So these are the important points that were in the passage, and those important points have been taken and they have been put in the summary. So the second part, the first part is title for 1 mark. The second part is you have to take the key points, the important points, frame or your own sentences to connect them, compile them in your own words and write it down. The third point is the word limit. The word limit is should not be more than 30 to 40 words. Okay. Then the fifth thing is that it should be written in single paragraph, one single paragraph. Okay. And finally, it is that it should be original. You should not copy line by line from the passage. If you copy line by line from the passage, you are not going to get full marks. Some marks will be deducted because students do write very good summaries. Okay. So this is how you write the summary. This is for summary writing. And let's go to the fifth question. That is the writing skill part, which carries 5 marks again. I'd ask you to write a report. Report writing. Report writing is a very, very formal kind of writing skill where you are writing a report on the following headline. Headline is given. And this is a very, very burning situation in our country at this hour. Orange City turns into a red zone due to rising COVID-19 cases. See, the headline is given in some kind of a pun here. Orange City is Nagpur. It is turning into a red zone. That means it is becoming the hotspot of corona, isn't it? So you know about the thing. You know about the subject on what you're supposed to write the report. So Orange City turns into a red zone due to rising. The points are given in your activity sheets. Use those points, but you have to put it in this format. Headline, half a mark. Dateline, half a mark. Lead line. Lead line means introductory paragraph. Small introductory 2-3 line paragraph that is called as a lead line. 1. Details with correct grammar. 2 marks. Grammar means the grammatical frame and sentences should be correct. There shouldn't be any grammatical error while framing the sentences. There shouldn't be any spelling error while writing the words. Okay. And finally, 1 mark is reserved for conclusion. So when you write the headline, how do you make the format? In your activity sheet, in the center, you take the headline absolutely in the center of the activity sheet, okay? And then take the date line just below the headline on the left side. When you're writing the date line should be written properly. You cannot write 25-09-2020. That is a wrong way of writing date in your writing skill topics, okay? So date line you will write as September 25th, 2 dots, colon, or you can write 25th September, 2 dots, right? Like that you will write the date line. Do not write 2020 because you are getting this news in the newspaper every day. So no need of writing 2020. Lead line, you ask the questions. Lead line will be, you can take link from the headline only. You can start from there only. Orange City has turned. Now you are changing the tense because you are writing the report. In writing a report, you change the tense into past and past perfect. So Orange City has turned into, this turns into is the headline. But when you're writing it in the report, you have to write Orange City has turned into a red zone due to the rising COVID-19 cases. COVID-19 is spreading like wildfire. Continue. Okay, lead line, only the introduction. And then with details, how many patients were found positive, how many recovered, what is the rate of recovery, how many deaths have occurred, all these factual details you should have with you because this is the current topic. You have these facts with you so that you can write the detail with correct grammar in it. And finally, conclusion, people are fighting to turn their cities into a green zone again. People are fighting the disease with positivity. Okay, you can give it like this. So there should be a good conclusion for giving you marks. So there are 5 marks which are divided like this. Headline, dateline carries half a mark each. Lead line carries 1 mark. Details with correct grammar 2 marks, and conclusion with 1 mark. So this is how you write a report. So I have discussed all the answers with you in this model answer paper. Along with this model answer paper, all the answers have been answered. I just take a quick look at the part I am discussing once again. This is the most important part. Activity 1 is the most important part. It contains 10 questions. In the paper, you will get 10 questions of 20 marks, but here I've given you 6 questions. 8 questions you get of 20 marks. Here I've given you 8 questions for 10 marks. It is usually 2 marks in your activity sheet. So please be very, very careful because one wrong spelling here, you lose 2 marks. One wrong chain word here, you lose 2 marks. One wrong suffix here, you lose 1 mark. Okay, so losing marks is quite evident here if you are not very careful when you are writing the paper. Question 2 is very simple. It is based on the passage. So in a passage, there are five questions, 5 activities. Activity 1 is based on simple factual. Activity 2, complex factual. Activity 3, vocabulary. Activity 4, grammar. And activity 5, personal response. If you go to question number 3, it is a comprehension of the poem. Activity 1 is based on the simple factual questions in the poem. Activity 2 is based on the theme. And activity 3 is based on poetic devices. Okay. And then poetic devices, even figures of speech can be asked. So you have to be prepared with figures of speech also, and rhyming words or rhyme scheme. Then next question is based on appreciation. Question number 2b, appreciation. While writing the appreciation, you have to follow this particular format which you can see on the screen, tabular form. Draw a table if possible. If not, you can write it in points, but draw a table and write like this. For this will fetch you full 5 marks. Next question, question number 4 is not summary, but here since it was 40 marks paper, I had given summary writing, because most of you don't know how to write a summary, and therefore the summary writing also carries 5 marks. The things that you have to remember in summary writing: first point is title, second point is keywords, third point is central idea, fourth point is 40 words, and fifth point is single paragraph on your own. So if you follow these 5 points, you will definitely score well in this particular question, summary question. And the last question is question number 5 in writing skills is report writing. I have already given you the formula for report writing. HDLDC, that is H for headline, D for dateline, L for lead line, details with correct grammar, and finally the conclusion. Even here you can score full 5 marks. But the problem is details with correct grammar I have written at 2 marks. Somewhere or the other, if any grammatical error occurs, then you will lose 1 mark. Okay. So how to practice? You have to practice a lot. How to write a very good report? You have to write many reports first. Then you will get a very good report. Okay. So thank you very much for being in the session. I come to an end of the interactive session now. Thank you. All the best.